Yo, what is up, y'all? This is gonna be the first actual video of this channel. I announced it in my 2023-2024 NFL season predictions. This is kind of how we're gonna do it. I found it's probably the easiest, best way to do it. Really, put what teams I think are gonna have the amount of wins they're gonna have, and everything. Because it's kind of really hard to guess game by game predictions how the playoffs are gonna look out. I'll probably make a separate video on the playoffs, but it's way too early to tell. Of course, it's the playoffs, but let's start off with the regular season. I think it's a good way to start out. Like I said, please y'all like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. I'm trying to get this big. I'm trying to have fun doing it. I really want to get this good content out to y'all, and everything. So, without further ado, let's get it. We're gonna get this started. So first team up we have is the New Orleans Saints, and I think the Saints. I don't think they're going to be too special this year. I just don't. I think the Saints are going to be 3 to 5 wins. Derek Carr. Derek Carr is just too mediocre. It's a good young team, but their coach is seriously one of the worst in the league. So, genuinely, I don't think the Saints are going to do that great this year. Maybe get a good draft pick. We'll see what happens then. Fire their coach. All that, Dennis Allen. Next is the Dolphins. I was very torn with this one. They are in a pretty hard division. I'm gonna go 8 wins, very close to 9, but I'm gonna go 8. Don't think that'll be enough to make the playoffs. Look, the Dolphins. If Tua stays healthy, that team's really good. But if Tua, it's very uncertain with them. I guess he's gonna play this year, but he could get hurt. We saw his injury history this past season. It wasn't great. Obviously Tyreek Hill is going to be there. He's going to do Tyreek Hill things. They got Jalen Ramsey on defense, which is going to help on defense. And it's a good team. I like Mike McDaniel, but I just don't know. I'm not super high on the Dolphins this year. I just think they're not there yet as a team to really start contending. And then we got the Ravens. I think the Ravens do pretty good this year. Definitely a playoff contender to really win the division. Re-signing Lamar Jackson means a lot. So they still got that great defense. John Harbaugh. They still got all those pieces. Rashad Bateman coming back. Of course, picking up Odell, which I could be a factor. Mark Andrews still. It's just a good all-around team. I'm sorry if I just sound like I don't know what I'm talking about. I do. I just don't keep up with the Ravens as much. I try to keep up with football as much as I can, man. But the Ravens, I think they're a solid, probably 11-win team. 10-win, 11-win team. I think they're solid right there. I think the Ravens will get that. We'll get it done this year. It'll be a pretty good year for them. Maybe make some noise in the playoffs. We'll just have to see. Now the Cincinnati Bengals, 13 plus wins. Look, I think the Bengals are really good, man. I'm a Chiefs fan. Y'all know this now. I'm a Chiefs fan. I'm a loyal Chiefs fan. Been one way before Mahomes. Before I even want to hear it. I don't really want to hear all that. But I am a Chiefs fan. And I can explain in a separate video why I am a Chiefs fan. I'm not gonna get into it right now. How I became a Chiefs fan. But the Bengals, Joe Burrow is very good. He's the second best quarterback in the league. Of course, Jamar Chase, even though he talks a lot of smack, Jamar Chase is still that guy. He is still a very, very, very good receiver. And then of course they still got Joe Mixon, that offense. It's not even all of it, man. T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd. Offensive line still a little questionable, but they can still win. They can still find ways to win. And the defense is very on the rise too. I like the type of defense they got going on over there. I think it's very underrated too. So the Bengals, man. I think the Bengals get 13 wins this year, man. I really do. That's coming from a Chiefs fan. I don't love the Bengals, but look, man. The Bengals, they can definitely get 13 wins. And now the Broncos, it could definitely be higher. I hear people say that the Broncos could very much have a big turnaround season, man. Signing Sean Payton and everything. But I don't know if that's going to be the answer. I don't know if we'll ever see another lethal Russ like how we used to see. I mean, they could be a great team. I mean, their defense is still going to be good. They still have pretty good pieces on both sides of the ball. But I'm just not too high on them, and especially in the division they're in, man. I mean, like I, I don't know if they're the worst team in the division. It's either them or the Raiders, but it's still kind of competitive, in that division. I don't see the Broncos really winning too many games. I think this could be another failure year, honestly. I mean, I know I'm a Chiefs fan, so probably not surprised I'm saying that, but I really do think so. Um, I just do, man. I think so. I don't know what to say, man. Sorry if I sound weird, man. My first video jitters, you feel me? I don't know. Alright, the Giants. I think the Giants will get about 9 wins right there. Look, last year, Brian Daboll, great head coach, winning coach of the year and all that. And of course, Daniel Jones signed that contract. I know the Saquon thing's up in the air, and there's a whole contract situation going on with him. But I mean, he's gonna play again. He's gonna play this year. I don't think he's the type of player to sit out, really. I mean, the Giants are just a good overall young team. I mean, they're gonna get it done. I think Brian Daboll's gonna find a way. They're a good young team. They'll maybe make the playoffs. I don't know though. I don't know. They're kind of right there. They're a good team, not a great team. I don't see them really winning that playoff game, but I don't think they're gonna be one of the worst teams in the league. I got the Giants right there though. And then next up, we got the Vikings. I think the Vikings, they're gonna be right here also. I think maybe 12 wins it could happen. Look, Justin Jefferson's a freaking dog, bro. I love me some JJ's. I know people think they're gonna be worse than last year, which I mean they could be. But man, I mean, the Vikings do find a way though, and plus you gotta look at the division they're in. As of right now, the NFC North, Aaron Rodgers left the NFC North, so it's not super stacked anymore, or gonna be super hard for the Vikings to really make the playoffs. I think they'll still have a decent year. I don't think their schedule is too hard either, so I think they'll be fine. I don't know about winning a playoff game. Maybe win one playoff game. I don't know. I mean, you still got Kirk Cousins, So yeah, man, and they don't have Dalvin Cook no more. He actually not signed by anyone yet. But I don't know. I think the Vikings will find a way. They will. And who the Vikings draft? They drafted Jordan Addison out of USC. I'm just kind of excited to see that combo right there, man. I think their offense will be good. I think Kirk Cousins will get it done this year. I mean, he'll be reliable. Somewhat. Maybe just not in prime time. All right, next up we got the LA Rams, and honestly, y'all, it sucks. I mean, I don't even know if they're gonna have 3 wins. I mean, look, Matthew Stafford, I know he's coming back. Cooper Kupp, he's healthy again. They got those guys, but are they really gonna be that good again, man? I mean, Aaron Donald looks like he doesn't even care about playing anymore. He might just retire. I mean, after this year, they obviously lose Jalen Ramsey on defense. The defense still looks all right, but not nearly as good as they were when they won the Super Bowl. Cam Akers, see if we can get a full healthy season from him. But Matthew Stafford, I don't know, man. I feel like he's kind of a little injury prone. He kind of has been his whole career. Obviously, he was injury prone last year. I just can't really put too much faith in that. I mean, if he's healthy, I could definitely see him maybe going at least 8 or 9 wins. But even that is much crazy because their roster is just not. The roster isn't just all that. It's not that anymore, man. They don't got the roster they had that they won the Super Bowl with. And you know what? They gave up all their picks. They gave up all their players. They said, fuck them picks. And we're just going to get that one Super Bowl and say, yeah, fuck it, we got it. I guess that's what they're doing. But I don't know, man. The Rams, maybe they'll get a good draft pick. I don't know. All right. Okay, next up, the Buccaneers. I actually have them win the division. I'm going 9 wins for them. Reason being is because I know they lose Tom Brady, obviously. It's the big one there. And they got Baker Mayfield, who's probably going to be the week 1 starter. And he's probably maybe going to stay there. I mean, look, I don't think Baker Mayfield is that bad of a quarterback. I really don't. I just think, Obviously, that 1 year in Cleveland, him playing through that injury, and him playing bad because of that injury made him look a certain way. Like, maybe he shouldn't play at all. But I guess he didn't want to give up on his team. You know, I think it could be a decent team, man. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. It could be a decent team. He has a few weapons, man, and that young running back, Rashawn White, his name is right. Yeah, yes, I'm pretty sure. I tweak sometimes, so if I'm wrong on anything, I just tweak, man. I'm going through all this off the dome. I'm not reading off anything. I'm just going through off the dome right now. So, yeah, the Buccaneers, they're in a weak division. They'll win the division, losing the first round of the playoffs, and also their coach isn't great either. I do not like their coach, Todd Bowles. It took me a minute to say his name. I did not want to say the person's name. I don't know why, but okay. All right, next the Lions. I'm going to go Lions right here. So I had the Vikings win the division, but I had the Lions being right behind them. Like, I think it's going to come down to like the last game because they do play each other in the final weeks. It might come down to that game, the Vikings and Lions. I think these are possibly the top two best NFC North teams right now. I've got the Bears next, and I'll talk about them. I'm actually from the Chicago area, so my whole family, I come from a family of Bears fans, and I support the Bears, of course. But I'll talk about them. Look, the Lions. Jared Goff proved that he is here to stay the starter for the Detroit Lions, and obviously Dan Campbell is just that guy. He's just that guy. He's that coach. He's really bringing a new life to the city of Detroit. Defense could get better. I'm trying to think who they drafted. So yeah, they did get Jahmyr Gibbs out of the draft and Jack Campbell out of Iowa. I heard Jack Campbell's pretty good though, and people were like a little high for him. I heard he's pretty good though out of Iowa. Hey, I think they're gonna be fun to watch. I've heard people calling the Goffins. It's kind of lame, but the Lions. Obviously they ended things last year. Beating the Packers, just missing out of the playoffs after starting off terrible last year. Hey, the Lions are definitely those teams, and they start week 1 against the Chiefs too. But they're definitely one of those teams that you're gonna come out and be excited to watch because, man, if Detroit can even make the playoffs again, like that's gonna bring so much life. Because Detroit's probably in my opinion, them or the Browns, the worst NFL fan base, man. Their fans can never catch a break. So, but hey, man, we'll see this year, man. Maybe it changes. But I do think that they will win maybe 11 games this year, and I think they'll make the playoffs too. I think they'll make the playoffs. The Bears. All right, the Chicago Bears. I have them. I want to go here, but just for the sake of just being neutral a little bit, I'm gonna go 8 wins. I think the Bears, man. Look, man, they get DJ Moore. Justin Fields finally has that number 1 receiver that he can rely on, man. And of course, we see what Justin Fields could do last year on the legs, man. And he just had no O-line. I think the O-line improved a lot. I think the team improved a lot on both sides of the ball. I think Ryan Poles has been doing a great job with that team. I really do think the Bears could have a very... And look, I said 8 wins. 8 wins, 9 wins is a successful year. I think whether they make the playoffs or not. Because their team still is not really... you look at the team, it's still not like, oh, that team looks like a contender. No, they still have room to improve. But this is the year where we just see if Justin Fields is really that guy. I think he said that last year, which he proved he is. But of course, some moments he couldn't be. I think we're just going to look more to see how his passing is this year. I think we're going to see more of that actual do-it-all type of quarterback instead of dropping back, him getting rushed and he just freaking scrambles for 70 yards. But hey, man, I'm excited to see it. I really am. Bear down. Hopefully the Bears do good, man. Hopefully they do good. We'll see though. I'm excited to watch them though this year for sure. San Francisco 49ers 13+ wins. Look, I don't know how the quarterback situation's working out over there. Brock Purdy is not gonna start the season. It's looking like Sam Darnold is, honestly. I don't think they're gonna start Trey Lance. They might. I don't know. I think training camp's right around the corner, so we'll see what happens there. That's really when you really know who's going to be the starter and all that, or at least getting a preseason. You know, um, but yeah, I honestly think Sam Darnold. Look, that's a good team over there. So honestly, he doesn't have to do much. He really doesn't. They're not going to ask a lot from Sam Darnold. Christian McCaffrey, man. I mean, he's going to be do Christian McCaffrey things. I mean, Brandon Ayuk, who I think is better than Deebo Samuel. I really do. Brandon Ayuk, I like him a lot. He's definitely my favorite player on that team. I think he's going to do great things. I think he might have a really breakout year, like where you're like, holy shit, like this guy is legit. And I think Debo's kind of going to be in the shadow, man. I mean, I don't know. Kid Debo, you can't ask for all that money and then kind of have like a whelmed season last year. You feel me? Like, you just can't. That's not how it works. But yeah, the Niners. I think the Niners are they're going to be good. They're going to be the best in the division and number one maybe. I think maybe number one in that conference. We'll see what happens though, because I don't think Sam Darnold's going to start the whole year. You know, you're going to have Trey Lance come in, Brock Purdy come back. You know, but it's going to look good. The defense is going to be still the best defense in the league. The Eagles, another team that I think is going to get 13 wins. Yeah, they're going to get 13 wins. Jalen Hurts, man, I mean, obviously Jalen Hurts, that's just one thing. But I'm not even going to talk about Jalen Hurts, man. That whole roster stack on both sides of the ball. Well, they're getting University of Georgia guys is freaking out from the freaking woodworks, man. I mean, I don't know what it is, man. The Eagles are looking really good. They are. Will they get back to the Super Bowl? I don't know. It's not going to be easy for them because they do have the Cowboys in the division. I do think the Cowboys are going to be maybe better than last year. I do think so. Yeah, the Cowboys, we know. But, yeah. 13 wins for the Eagles. I think it's fair. I mean, they had a great year last year. Obviously, went to the Super Bowl, lost to the Chiefs in a great game. Jalen Hurts balled out, of course, man. And of course, you got A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Quez Watkins. You got those guys. You got weapons everywhere. And Nick Sirianni just being a very, very good coach. So, yeah, man. Eagles at 13 wins. Now we go to the Las Vegas Raiders. Las Vegas Raiders. Yeah, honestly, man, it's not looking good. Honestly, I kind of want to make a new. Hold on. Can I add a? Fuck it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna try to fuck shit up. I don't even see the Raiders getting 3 wins. I don't know why I put the 3 wins at the lowest, but it's fine. I'm not going to predict someone going freaking 0-17. But the Raiders are not looking good. Jimmy Garoppolo. I mean, why would you give a Derek? Jimmy Garoppolo really? I mean, look. I don't think he's that guy because look. I know he won games with San Francisco, but San Francisco always had weapons. At least, maybe I'll give an argument for that year. When was it? I think it was, what year was it? 2017? I think it was 2017. I don't think he played in 2018 at all because he was hurt. And 2019 was the year where they had that breakout year where they went to the Super Bowl for the first time. Jimmy Garoppolo, I mean, he had he just always had good weapons around him. And I know the Raiders got Devontae Adams, but they don't have Darren Waller no more. And Josh Jacobs is still there, yeah, but he's a running back. He's not the biggest catching out the backfield type of running back. I mean, he could do it. He's not the biggest one, It's just not a good team. And their defense still doesn't look good. And, the Raiders, they're not going to be good this year. They're going to be the worst team in the division, I think. I said it was either them or the Broncos. I'm leaning a little bit more towards the Raiders, just because the Raiders I think have a worse team than the Broncos overall. But yeah, and okay, we're gonna go to the Packers next. I think the Packers are gonna lose the division this year. Yeah, you're them or the Bears, but I think the Packers will be a little worse than the Bears. I think they'll get 7 wins. Look, Jordan Love. I'm not saying Jordan Love's not gonna be great. No, I grew up hating the Packers. I don't hate the Packers. Aaron Rodgers is not there anymore. It's gonna be a very, very, very new look that I think other people are very excited to see. But it's kind of like a new look, really new look. It's kind of like in a way they're starting from scratch. This year's they're probably not going to make the playoffs. It's just going to be a see where we're at year, see how Jordan Love is, see what we got, and we got to, if he's the guy, we'll build around him for the future and try to get back in that playoff picture. But Yeah, I think this is fair. I'm not being too harsh on the Packers. I don't think they're going to do terrible. They still have Aaron Jones. They still have guys like that. They still got a decent defense as well. Not a defensive, not the best defensive coach, but you got Matt LaFleur. We'll see, man. We will see. But yeah, I don't think the Packers. There's gonna be a down year, man, and they're not gonna win the division, and they're probably gonna get last place. I have them going last place. I had the Commanders 4 wins. Now, there's one thing I say here. The Commanders getting Eric Bieniemy as their offensive coordinator. You know, and then you got Sam Howell, who we really do not know if he's gonna be good yet. Some people are saying like, hey, he might be good. I personally look out for him, man. He might be good. You never know. No one's talking about Sam Howell. We have not seen anything from Sam Howell. Except that one game he played pretty good. And yes, it was against the Cowboys. Well, actually, no, it wasn't because they're secondary, was it? I think the Cowboys were playing their guys. I don't know exactly, but was it the Cowboys? Yeah, it was the Cowboys, right? It was the Cowboys. Yes. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to think about that extra hard. But you know, but Commanders don't have a great team. I don't think Ron Rivera's the guy. I think after this year, Ron Rivera might be out the door. They need to start more fresh, man. Like, and hopefully Sam Howell's the guy, so they have some type of direction to go through in the future. But I think this is kind of just be like a regular little reset year. Just see where everyone's at. They shouldn't have super high hopes, especially in the division they're in. I mean, look, man. You got the Eagles, Giants, and we haven't got to the Cowboys yet, man. So the Cardinals, we got another trash team, man. The Cardinals, they're probably looking like the worst team in the league. It's either them or the Raiders, honestly. Okay, maybe the Cardinals. Just because the Cardinals, Kyler Murray's not going to start the year off. They're going to have, Colt McCoy. They just lost, obviously, they lost D-Hop. Yeah, honestly, Buda Baker might not even play, too. I know he requested a trade. Yeah, the Cardinals, they're not going to be good. They're just not going to be good. It's going to be tough to watch, I think. I'm sorry, Cardinals fans. I feel for y'all. I know y'all had a lot of hope with Kyler Murray. I mean, shit, just 2 years ago, you guys started out, 8-0? And you guys, went on a big downfall and lost the first round. Man, damn. I thought the Cardinals, I never hated the Cardinals, too, man. I want the Cardinals to do good, but not this year. Definitely not this year, though. I'm telling y'all that right now. All right, Steelers. It's Mike Tomlin, so I could go 9. I'm going to go 8. Maybe 8-1. Just go 500. I don't know. I mean, Mike Tomlin obviously never had a losing record as the Steelers head coach. But, bro, yeah, Kenny Pickett. I think Kenny Pickett, this is the year where you see if Kenny Pickett's that guy. He showed some flashes, but he also struggled a little bit. Rookie year, you give him that rookie benefit of the doubt. We'll see this year. Of course, you got George Pickens as well, who's another receiver who might be on the rise. You got Deontay Johnson, who's pretty good. No one really talks about him. He didn't score a touchdown last year, though, which is weird. But he's still solid. He still makes big catches that I see. And, of course, that defense is always going to be good under Mike Tomlin. Mika Fitzpatrick, TJ Watt. Hopefully he stays healthy. You still got Cameron Hayward. Yeah, man. I mean, the Steelers team, man, they're going to be average, kind of like the last few years. But, yeah, that's all I really got to say. That's where I got them. 8 wins. I guess 8 wins. Maybe 9 wins. I don't know. They're right in between. I can't really decide. All right, next up is the Buffalo Bills. Yeah, they maybe 13 wins, I guess. I kind of had a thought that maybe they could miss the playoffs this year. But I guess I won't go that far, man. I'm going to be honest, y'all. You're going to probably find us on one day. I do not like Bills fans. I think they're annoying. I think they always say this is their year. It's kind of like Cowboys fans, just more crazy and annoying because they yell more. Always drunk and shit, going through tables. Look, the Bills, man, look, y'all will probably have a good regular season. Y'all play the Chiefs this year. Will y'all beat us? I don't know. But if we in the playoffs, y'all not beating us, man. I don't know. Stephon Diggs, that whole situation, whatever. But let me stop talking bad about them because 13-plus wins, we're not going to lie, that's not good. That's still good. For the regular season, that's going to be a successful regular season. You feel me? But playoffs matter. So, Bills, you guys will be right there. You guys are contenders. I'll give you all that. You still have a really good roster. Josh Allen's really good. Not better than Mahomes. No one's even close to Mahomes. I don't care. It's not close. But, yes, the Bills, 13-plus wins. We'll give them that. Alrighty. The Atlanta Falcons. They're a better team than last year, man. But honestly, we're gonna go right here, and I know we got the Panthers. They're the Panthers right here. Honestly, I think the Buccaneers knew one. It's not gonna be in this category here. Look, the Falcons did get better. They could be. I could see them being 6-7 wins, but they're still not there yet to really get like into playoff contention. They're not. We'll see though. Maybe Desmond Ridder proves it wrong. Desmond Ridder's gonna be the starter. Will he be the guy? Maybe he can have another year, kind of like the Sam Howell situation. I mean, we saw a little bit of Desmond Ridder last year. Maybe this year in the second year, a full off season as getting starting QB reps, maybe he breaks out. We don't know, but Desmond Ridder, I don't know too much. Of course you got Bijan Robinson. He's gonna be a big guy on the fantasies, man. I mean, I feel like he's gonna be just that freaking fantasy football freaking running back. Everyone's gonna try to get, even though he's a rookie, man. But hey, Bijan Robinson's gonna be legit though, for real. Hopefully, Kyle Pitts can get a good year too. Also, another thing I want to see: if Kyle Pitts is a good year, I don't know. Maybe the Falcons could do better. Maybe y'all prove me wrong. I really don't know. It's like I don't think the Falcons are doing good. I don't think they're gonna do bad, but I kind of do think they're gonna do bad. It's like they're either gonna do decent, like 9 wins maybe, or they're gonna do bad. Like it's like I don't see it getting higher than decent though. I don't. That's not yet. All right. So next team we got up is the Seahawks. Seahawks, obviously, Geno Smith proved us all wrong last year. I'm gonna go a good 9 wins. Oh wait, that's the Patriots. We'll do that. We'll do that next. I'm gonna go with the Seahawks getting a good 9 wins. Yeah, we're gonna do that. So the Seahawks, man, Geno Smith. Obviously, he showed to be a decent quarterback. Obviously, he's not the youngest, but he's gonna be solid. Course. And you do have Tyler Lockett, who's getting a little older, but he's still there. DK Metcalf, who's still a dog. And they drafted. Who the hell they drafted? I'm trying to get this right. Jackson Smith-Njigba, right? Jackson Smith-Njigba. Yeah, I think they drafted, right? I'm not tweaking, right? Yeah, that is a good draft. Okay. I'm just making sure. I do not want to get no names wrong. I'm going to feel embarrassed if I look back at this and I fuck someone's name up if I say the different player, because I do that a lot. I know it's about myself. But this. I think the Seahawks, will be decent. I don't know. They could be in playoff contention. I don't know if it's going to be enough to make the playoffs, though. But they're definitely the second best team in the NFC West, for sure. It's either them or the Niners. I think the Seahawks really just, they got Devon Witherspoon out of Illinois on their defense. Jamal Adams, he's going to be healthy this year? I don't know if he's going to play this year. We'll see, man. I forgot about Jamal Adams. Did y'all forget about him? Defense needs to be a little better. But Pete Carroll, see what Pete Carroll can do, man. Hey, looking forward to watching the Seahawks. Maybe they can make noise. Maybe they can make the playoffs. We'll see. But they're definitely a really good team. I will definitely say that much. Patriots, I think they're the worst team in the AFC East. Right there. Mac Jones, man, he's not that guy. He's just not. And Bill Belichick, man, look, Bill Belichick's one of the greatest head coaches of all time. But it's very much looking like Tom Brady carried a lot of his legacy, man. But he's a great coach. Their defense is gonna be good. It's gonna be a lot of low scoring games, but they can't get the offense right, man. They can't. They got Ramondre Stevenson. They got Damien. They still got Damien Harris, right? I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I could be wrong on that. I don't know though. He could have been signed by someone else, but I know Ramondre Stevenson is still there. Not really many wide receiver weapons. I know y'all missed out on the D-Hop sweepstakes, but I don't think that was gonna help y'all either way. You're just gonna pay him a lot of money just to probably not make the playoffs. So, yeah, the Patriots, they're a team, So, yeah, 4 wins maybe. It's not gonna be pretty. Belichick will probably still stay there. They're not gonna fire Belichick, but, but yeah, the Patriots are the worst team in the AFC East for sure. The Browns, I'm gonna have them get 12 wins. Obviously, Deshaun Watson. Ugh. But Deshaun Watson, we'll see how he does. It's felt like it's been so long since we've seen that Deshaun Watson that was like a top 5, maybe top 3 quarterback in this league when he was with the Texans. But with the Browns, man, he's looked pretty ass, when he came in. But of course, coming in near the end of the season, it's hard. So Deshaun Watson getting a fresh start this year. Maybe he'll do better. And the roster is honestly pretty good. Obviously Myles Garrett. That's the one that pops out on that defensive side. Denzel Ward, guys like that. Pretty sure Denzel Ward's still there, right? Okay, I need to look this up because I'm not trying to be freaking stupid right now. I'm sorry that I have to look this up, but yes, he is still there. Okay. There's a award, obviously right there. Owusu Komora. What the hell, the Notre Dame dude? I'm forgetting it. It's kind of late too. We're almost at the end though. We're almost done. As you see, we only have a handful of teams left. But yeah, man. The Browns honestly have a decent roster. They can honestly contend for. I mean, look, you got the Bengals and the Ravens. They can contend for a wild card spot, or maybe even win the division. Who knows? I mean, Kevin Stefanski, I think, is an underrated coach. I don't think he's that bad of a coach. I really don't. I think the Browns. Oh, Nick Chubb. Why am I forgetting about Nick Chubb in offense? Nick Chubb, Amari Cooper. Those guys. Man. Sorry, I dropped something. That's my bad. But yeah, I mean, the Browns. Very solid team. Very, very solid team. I think they're going to have a decent year this year, man. I really do. Browns fans need it. By God, they sure do need it. The Texans. So, yeah, man. CJ Stroud. New head coach DeMeco Ryans. Maybe DeMeco Ryans can make some noise, man. Who knows? I mean, honestly, the team is just a very good young team, I guess. Or, not very good, but they're a young team, So it's really going to be a lot of figuring out this year about what type of team, what type of quarterback CJ Stroud's going to be, because he's going to be starting for week 1. You got Will Anderson Jr., of course, they drafted. He's going to be on the defense. It looks like it could be a team that could definitely maybe turn to something one day. But this is going to be the year where it's going to be like, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it looks. Not going to expect to win a lot of games. That's how it's going to be. So, yeah, Kansas City Chiefs. You already know, man. Number 1. Right there. 13 plus wins. I'm thinking 14 wins, maybe 15 wins. I don't know. Maybe undefeated. I don't know. But, I mean, I shouldn't have to talk about this team a lot, man. I mean, this is my favorite team. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Chris Jones, man. I mean, Andy Reid. I mean, they won the division the last how many years? 2016, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years. 7, 8 years, something like that. But since I was living in middle school, they haven't lost the division since I was in middle school. God damn. But anyways, the Kansas City Chiefs are for sure, they're the best team in the league. They're gonna go in the best team in the league. They're the defending champs. They're the team to beat. Everyone's gonna try to come after the head, but guess what's gonna happen? Ain't nothing gonna happen because the Chiefs is gonna beat their ass like that. It's simple as that. I'm sorry to tell y'all, man, but Patrick Mahomes, man, maybe the GOAT one day. I don't know. We'll see though. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm not saying he's the GOAT right now, but he's on pace to maybe be the next GOAT. He's for sure a Hall of Famer though. I've been seeing that. I guess question is Mahomes a Hall of Famer if he retire right now? I think he is because he is a 2-time Super Bowl MVP, 2-time Super Bowl champ, 2-time MVP. Come on, man. I mean, he's been an All-Pro every single year he's been in the league. So come on, man. It's pretty much he's did more in these few years than a lot of quarterbacks. Even quarterbacks that are in the Hall of Fame have done their whole career. Most quarterbacks, honestly, that ever played, obviously, but. So I'm just talking gibberish right now. Anyways, the Cowboys, I think they're going to be right there at 13 wins, maybe 12 wins, but 13 wins, I think it's fair, I guess. Look, man, Dak Prescott said he's not going to throw more than 10 interceptions this year. We'll just have to see about that. Obviously, Ezekiel Elliott's going, but I think it's for the best. Tony Pollard's way better. Still a great all-line. CeeDee Lamb still, had a pretty good year last year, so he's going to continue that. I mean, Dalton Schultz is a good target, too. You go on the defense, you get Micah Parsons, of course. That's the big one right there. He's just so dominant, so freaking dominant. And they did sign Stephon Gilmore in the offseason as well, so he still looks pretty good. He didn't have a terrible year at the Colts. I mean, he still made some pretty big plays, even on that trash Colts team last year. So, yeah, man, the Cowboys, man, I mean, they're going to be there, man, right there with the Eagles. It's going to be a good battle to watch, man. I remember just a few years ago when the Eagles and Cowboys played, it'll be boring as shit. But now it might be pretty good. Excuse me. All right, Chargers. Honestly, if they stay healthy, only if they stay healthy, 13 plus wins. And it's coming from a Chiefs fan, bro. And for an AFC West, which could be a threat. Look, man, their coach is not great, but their roster is so freaking stacked. I mean, it's so stacked if they stay healthy. Going into last year, they had a stacked-ass roster, but so many guys got hurt. I mean, look, man, Justin Herbert, very good old line. Keenan Allen, he's getting a little old. You got Michael Williams, who if stays healthy is pretty good. They also drafted what's his name? Quentin Johnston, right? Yeah, Quentin Johnston. Yeah, Quentin Johnston, TCU. So we're gonna see him this year. And that defense is just very, very good, man. I mean, J.C. Jackson, he, of course, got hurt last year. Derwin James, Derwin James is one of the best, probably not the best safety in the game, I think. From what I know, I'm pretty sure he's the best safety in the game. It's just a very good defense, very well coached defense. And Austin Eckler, I didn't even say Austin Eckler. I'm so sorry, Austin Eckler, because Austin Eckler is probably the best. He's probably the best player on the whole team, honestly. I mean, okay, Justin Herbert, besides Justin Herbert, maybe, but I don't know, man. I don't know. It's close. I think it's even close if you think about that. Justin Herbert's good. He's good. I do think Justin Herbert gets a little overrated at times, though, because people try to say he's top 5. I don't think he's top 5 QB. I just don't. I think right now I'll take Lamar Jackson, Trevor Lawrence over him, and I would, man. He's a highlight reel, for sure. He makes great plays for sure, but I don't think he's one of the best quarterbacks right now, like top 5 best quarterbacks. Alrighty, next up we got a few more, man. New York Jets, 13 plus wins. I think Aaron Rodgers. I'm not saying Aaron Rodgers is gonna have a great year, but I'm saying he's going to have a good year. But that defense is so good. Robert Saleh is a freaking man of a head coach. I think, of course, Garrett Wilson winning Offensive Rookie of the Year last year. You got Sauce Gardner winning Defensive Rookie of the Year last year. They are set up to be a very successful team. And now they got Aaron Rodgers there. If Aaron Rodgers, he doesn't even have to play the MVP Aaron Rodgers. If he plays decent, they are going to win games. And they are going to win, I think, 13 plus of them. They will contend with the Bills for that AFC East division. They might even win it. I don't know. But it's going to be good, man. It's going to be good watching those two teams, man. I think the Jets are going to be good next year, man. I really do. So, and Jets fans, man, I guess that's good to hear. I can't remember the last time I was hyped to see the Jets play in the season, bro. Like, I really don't remember the last time I was hyped for a season for them to play. All right, so the Panthers, Panthers 3. I live in North Carolina too, by the way. Bryce Young, look, it's his rookie year. You could expect some things from him, but you're not going to expect him to carry that team to a lot of wins. They're just not. That defense is pretty good, but look at the offense. You guys do lose DJ Moore. I think that was a big loss, honestly, because I'm trying to think of the other receivers options you have, and as of right now, I can't. Just off the top of my head, like, I don't know, man. Let me see, man. I don't want to disrespect y'all that bad. I'm trying to think of offensive weapons y'all have. I know y'all signed Miles Sanders, though, from the Eagles. You did take Anthony Thielen, yeah. DJ Chark. I don't think about DJ Chark. Decent receivers, I know. Thielen, Chark, I just saw Shenault. Decent, but it's just not good enough, man. They aren't going to get the dot. Anthony Thielen's kind of old now. It's just not going to happen. So, Panthers, this is not going to be the great year, but hey, if Bryce Young could show something, maybe next year, maybe the year after that, I don't know, man. You got to be patient, man. Be patient. All right, Titans, I think Titans will get probably about 8 wins. Look, you got Derrick Henry there. Derrick Henry's going to do Derrick Henry things, man. The defense is still good. Mike Rabel is still a really good coach. Tannehill's You do got Malik Willis still, and Will Levis, obviously, Travis. So it's going to be an interesting QB battle. But besides that, you're probably going to win low-scoring games, lose low-scoring games, maybe get blown out here and there. Mediocre, very mediocre. 8 wins, I think, for the Titans. And we got 2 more teams left, man. One of these teams, obviously, you probably guess, the Colts. They are going to be there. Make sure I'll see that. Okay. The Colts drafted Anthony Richardson. Don't know if he'll start week 1. Maybe not. But we're going to see Anthony Richardson this year. Exciting to see him. Honestly, man, the Colts, man, it just does not look... It's not looking too good. Y'all still got... What's his name? Alec Pierce. I know Alec Pierce is on your team. Decent. What the fuck's his name? I know y'all know the receiver. Who the fuck? Hold on. I'm forgetting about receivers, bro. I'm just forgetting their names. I know them. Michael Pittman Jr. Goddamn, he was on my fantasy team too. Shit. Okay. Michael Pittman Jr. He's good. Defenses and kind of. Y'all got what? Shaquille Leonard. like I'm really having trouble. I mean, y'all had Stephon Gilmore. I think y'all had Rock Yesson. I don't think he's there no more though, to my knowledge. To my knowledge, no, he's on the Ravens. Okay, hold on. Let me see all defense. Hold on. Let me just see all defense. People have been doing this. I don't know. Oh, Quentin Nelson. I mean, y'all have that in the old line. Okay. DeForest Buckner. Okay, y'all still got DeForest Buckner. Yeah. Julian Blackman, Kenny Moore. I mean, it's Kenny Moore. Okay, Kenny Moore's pretty decent. That was what I was thinking about. But I'm telling y'all, the only reason I'm looking it up because I just forget their names and I don't want to say no stupid shit. I really don't. But I know I know what I'm talking about. I promise. I do. And I'm always trying to get better. You know, I'm always trying to do my research and everything. All right. Last team though. But yeah, Colts. You guys aren't going to do good. I mean, it's another reset year. Another one of those teams where it's going to be a reset year. See where everything's at. See how Richardson is, and then maybe in a few years y'all be good. We'll see. The AFC South might be fun to watch in a few years. Same with the NFC South. It might be fun to watch in a few years. See where things go. I mean, at least the Panthers will be for the NFC South. But Texans, Colts, man. It's pretty cool. All right, but the Jaguars, though, as of right now, 12 wins. Maybe even this, but 12 wins. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Oh, no, not that. All right, that's it. Yeah, man. I'm trying to speed through this. Yeah, man. Jacksonville Jaguars, 12 wins. For sure. Trevor Lawrence, I think, could be an MVP candidate. I really do think he could. You got Evan Ingram. You know, you get Calvin Ridley out of suspension, so we'll get to see some Calvin Ridley action this year. You know, Travis Etienne is gonna do good things, man. I mean, he's gonna do good things. And the defense, you have a really good young defense. That's another thing. Trayvon Walker, the other dude. What's the other dude name out of Utah? Devin Lloyd. Some other dude that's like has a long name. Christian. We have Christian Kirk on offense too. I just remember that out of nowhere. You know, but at the end of the day, Doug Peterson, he got that team right. You know, he has that team right. He has them right. He has y'all heading in the right direction. So Duval, y'all gonna be pretty decent next year, I think. Y'all gonna win the division for sure. And yeah, man. So 12 wins, I think it's pretty good. Maybe even 13 wins, but we'll see, man. So as of right now, man, these are my predictions for the NFL season. Man, this is the record predictions. Well, a good idea of the record predictions of how I think it's gonna really play out next year, man. And based on these predictions, you can kind of see what the division winners will be. I don't know if I'm really gonna need to make like standing predictions, but like as in like what place in each division. I don't know if I should really do that because you can kind of get the idea from here. But if I want me to do that, then you gotta let me know. I might do it anyways. I know I am low channel right now. I have too many supporters right now, but hopefully you get this video. If you do get this video, please subscribe. Please like the video because I promise I am gonna post hella content. NFL, NBA. I'll do more of these tier lists too, man. I like these tier lists a lot. I really do. I really think videos will be interesting. But yeah, man, those are my predictions for the NFL 2023-2024 season as far as around what wins each team will get. 13 plus wins: Bengals, Niners, Eagles, Bills, Chiefs, Cowboys, Chargers, Jets. 12, Ravens, Giants, Vikings, Bucks, Lions, Seahawks, Browns, Jags. 6-8, Dolphins, Bears, Packers, Steelers, Titans, and then we got the trash teams here: Saints, Broncos, Rams, Raiders, Commanders, Cardinals, Falcons, Patriots, Texans, Panthers, Colts. Yeah, man, y'all see it. Take a picture. I don't know. But yeah, man, thank you very much for watching the video. If you did tune in, please like and subscribe, comment. You know, anything helps out. Everything helps out. Whatever y'all do. So we're gonna get this channel big, man. Content's gonna continue to come at y'all. I'll keep y'all updated as well on this platform. So thanks, y'all. Hope you have a good night. Hope you have a good day whenever y'all watching this. So peace and everybody, and have a great day, man. Opatch out.